YouTube was shaking. It's your boy the knockoff Don, aka, you know what I mean? I'm here to get these elephant prints right, my nigga. You know what I mean? No moniker for this joint. This is dead ass. Yo, it took everything in me. It took all my restraint. I had to meditate, you know what I'm saying? Not to make this a rep rant. Because I've already touched on this topic. But it's a very sensitive topic for me because I'm a sucker for elephant prints. I'm a 90s baby. I love that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's quintessential for the era. And we have three components in front of us. We got the Blue Racer 3s. These are rep wipes. We got the NYC Colorway 3s. Those are mine. And those are the SB Dunk Low Atmos. Those are rep wipes. I have these collection because I wanted to gain, I wanted to get, you know, Thanos on these niggas, you know what I mean? I wanted to get enough material and enough evidence to make sure I had a real ground to stand on when it comes to this argument, you know what I'm saying? I didn't want to get in front of the camera and be like, yo, elephant print on reps is trash. Like, nah, I wanted to do my due diligence, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of threes, man, that niggas really want and they're scared to try them. The UNCs, the Black Cements, the free throws, the Cardinals, the Slim Shadys. I can keep going on, you know what I'm saying? Of high, iconic grails, whatever you want to call them, that people would do anything to cop. And it's like they can't get them budget, you know what I'm saying? Because the lack of consistency in the replicants of when it comes to the elephant print. So we're going to touch on the Blue Racers, the NYCs, the Atmos, compare, contrast, see what we see, and see how we can tell the difference between the old model of the elephant print, the width, the lift, the touch. You know, if it's a newer model, if they've moved it up on the elephant print, if it's consistent from left, right shoe, or just different silhouettes of the shoe. We're going to touch on all that. So let's, you know what I mean? Grab your blunt, my nigga. You know what time it is, man. Let's get this shit popping. All right, so Bing, disclaimer. Oh, flavor today is green crack. Disclaimer, I'm not saying I'm the QC nigga for threes. I'm not. I'm just giving you examples. Y'all can feel free in the comments to let me know if it's legit, off, needs working, whatever. Find a better batch, whatever your opinion is. I'm all for it, you know what I'm saying? I would never want people to feel like if I get on camera, I'm telling you something that's just law, it's fact. Like, nah, I'm just sharing this shit with y'all, you know what I mean? All right, enough of the mini rant, let's get to it. We got the Blue Racer 3s, you know what I mean? We're gonna start with these first. Now, me personally, I think these look decent. That's just me, you know what I'm saying? Like, out of all the ones I could say on hand that look the worst, it would be the Atmos. Like, we'll touch on that later. But like, the Blue Racer 3s, outside of that component right there, I think they could have did better on the stitching, you know what I'm saying? I think the consistencies of the elephant print, it doesn't look as vibrant and gray. It looks kind of like faded in. Like, this looks lively right here. If you can see it, that looks more lively in the front. In the back, the heel doesn't look that bad. It's just on the side. Like, this side looks cool. That side does, you know what I mean? It's just scattered. Like, it's not consistent. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's not enough gray spaces in the stripes, I guess. That's just my opinion, you know what I'm saying? But overall, I think it looks decent, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not egregious or like, I've seen retail that looks worse. So, but like I said, the stitching, it's another thing is like, how high should the elephant print be? Should it be that high? You know what I'm saying? Like, these are all just little defects or nuances, you can call them, when you get a 3, you know what I'm saying? Especially a budget one, you know what I mean? Now, I can't speak to the high tier quality. I'd have to like order from a middleman to see if like the Cardinal 3s or like the Slim Shadys are gonna come on point, you know what I'm saying? Because when you think of 3s or like the Cements, you know what I mean, Black Cements, so you see a lot of those pop up in the sub or like, you know, other rep subs and shit like that. I don't really see too many 3s in our sub because most of our shit is just budget, you know what I'm saying? It revolves around that. So I think people kind of avoid that type of price range when it comes to this, because out of all the complaints, out of all the things people will call out on a 3, I think the first thing people go for is like, yo, is the elephant print right? Like, I don't really see people be like, yo, the tongue, the mid guard, the toe box is too thick, the heel cut, the stitching, the jump man, the leather. Like, you don't really hear those complaints. You just see people go right. I mean, right for this. They go right for that. Like, yo, that's the old elephant print, or that elephant print isn't updated, or it's not consistent, or it doesn't look as faded, or it's not as gray, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You see it all the time. So I think people just avoid that so they don't get that type of response, you know what I'm saying? But those are the Blue Racer 3, my niggas. Y'all let me know. The Air Jordan 3 NYC bar of the day, you know what I mean? And I love these, you know what I'm saying? The comfort, you know what I'm saying? The silhouette is crazy. The iconicness of it. You know, Jordan being born in Brooklyn, being technically a New York nigga, and him smoking New York niggas, and every single time he had a chance in the playoffs. Some of his most iconic plays or, you know, series or moments come from against the Knicks, whether if it's that dunk on Ewing, the double nickel, you know what I'm saying? It's just, but this shoe, this colorway is crazy, you know what I'm saying? I think the leather is immaculate. It got that kind of faded crack leather, you know what I'm saying? That worn vintage look, but it feels good, it feels quality, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't feel cheap or anything like that. But like I said, the main thing with a 3, because like we said, don't nobody really care about any other aspect of a 3 outside of the elephant print. And I think these are kind of consistent. These are dope in my estimate. Like I said, that's not really my thing. I don't have any 3s retail to compare and contrast. I've showed a couple of my retail homies. Some have said, I'm gonna edit that out. Showed a couple retail homies, you know what I mean? Some of them have green lighted, some have made other, you know, point out, such as the tongue or the Jumpman. I've already alluded to how the Jumpman wasn't properly embroidered on this pair, but it's a minor flaw in my eyes. It's not really like end of the day, end of the world type shit. But I think it has the right level of clearness, and what I mean clearness in the gray, like it's not foggy with the gray. Like on the Blue Racer on the back heel tab, or like I was talking about right here, it got kind of just crazy, like kind of just like just convoluted with the stripes, and it wasn't enough gray to breathe, if that makes sense. Like I don't know if this width is consistent, or if this is the updated elephant print, or if it's supposed to be re-retro. That's the thing with elephant prints as well. They're kind of like, I allude the elephant print feature, it's kind of like to the Jordan 11 translucent sole feature. Like you got the old elephant print, i.e. the old gum bottom soles before they became translucent on certain re-releases, and then you got the 3s that come out with new elephant print cut and texture, which kind of separates the, you know what I mean, the retro from the re-release. So I kind of like to compare those in sense of when you're looking for a budget, what to look for or what to compare it to. So that's my experience with the NYC. I love it, you know what I mean? I got some Almanar 3s, but obviously they don't have any elephant print on them. So these are the only kicks right now that I have available that have decent elephant print enough for me to actually try to build upon and make commentary on. These dunks were my first haul. Obviously, I was still new to reps. I was still in the beginning stages of identifying flaws, defects, old material, things of that nature. So bear with me. I know on site it may seem like, why would I even purchase this, you know what I'm saying? But I did love the colorway, you know what I'm saying? I was a fan of dunks. I'm still a fan of dunks, you know what I mean? I love this colorway, but if we just looking at it right now, the elephant print is horrendous. It's very faded. I don't know if it's supposed to have that vintage look, but it looks very, very inconsistent. As you can see right there, there's not even the consistencies of what the elephant print's supposed to look like. It just looks like somebody used a marker or some shit, you know what I'm saying? Like it's very choppy at best, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just a bad pair, to be honest with you. The quality of it is not up to par. The leather is decent, you know what I'm saying? We just judging it off that component. The leather was decent. The swooshes are kind of wonky, especially on this side. You know, see how it fades in and bumps in. Like it's not really favorable in a sense. Rep Rife's rocked these a couple of times. They more like beaters. She wear these to walk and shit, you know what I mean? But yeah, overall, like this is a very bad quality, and I kind of use this as a benchmark, to identify what a bad elephant print really looks like versus what you just assume what it would look like, you know what I mean? I don't even know if this has a batch name. I can't remember what the seller was. Like I said, this is I'm pretty sure it's a dead link. Like I said, this is last year technically. Like it's been over a year. I start building my haul like late May, and we're into June already. So shout out to the Geminis. You know what I mean? My G Day coming up June 7th. Holla at your boy. I'll be 32 years young. You know what I mean? I'd rather talk about my birthday than talk about this bum ass pair of shoes. You know what I'm saying? Like, do these niggas really even deserve a close up? I'm gonna do it anyway, but god damn, these are ass. You know what I'm saying? So, oh man, that's pretty much it. You know what I mean? I ain't mean to blind y'all with that big bullshit pair, but it's your boy the knockoff Don. You know what I'm saying? As you can tell, I'm high as hell now. You know what I mean? We're gonna wrap this up. Gotta do some master editing, you know what I mean? Not really, but I gotta wait till Rep Wife get off work. We're gonna shoot another joint tonight. We'll probably finish up the Jordan 4 collection or touch on the Travis Scott custom joints, you know what I mean? Cause I got another pair of custom Travis Scott Jordan Low fragments, whatever, coming. They're in the warehouse. I'm actually got my man, he got some reverse Mocha Lows coming. I'm actually going to try to get the actual Mocha Lows as well, just to compare all of them. So we're going to touch on the red pair and the blue pair. So we're going to wrap this shit up. You know what I mean? Y'all stay safe. I love y'all. No homo. Pause. Whatever y'all niggas be saying.